Thank you, Pastor Pangburn. I just would like to introduce our board member, Luann, who has been she has been with RICI since the beginning. She has also been with CUFI, Christians United for Israel, I think for about 14 or 15 years. 12 years, stand corrected. That's a nice long time. And she has a few words that she would like to share with you.
Yes, greetings to all. Shalom. I'm going to be very brief. I know you'll be very happy about that. You want to get out of the sun and get home and have a little R&R. But I went to Israel for the first time in 1985, and I fell in love. And I fell in love with the nation, with the people, with the culture, everything about it. And I've been going back ever since. In fact, I take groups of people back, and my 15th trip was scheduled for November of 2020, but COVID put a little damper on that. So I do have brochures there. I'm putting a plug in for me. I've been the member of CUFI, Christians United for Israel, for 12 years. And I am so blessed to be part of the Jewish community. I just love my Jewish brethren. And it's a privilege to be here as a Christian. I am a Christian Zionist. We are here to combat Jew haters and the use of Israel as an excuse to attack Jews. There is no reason at all that anyone could possibly have other than your own hatred and your heart, and you need a transplant. You need a heart transplant. And anyway, I want to read this by Pastor Martin Moliner. When the Nazis came for the communists, I remained silent because I wasn't a communist. When they locked up the socialist Democrats, I remained silent. I was not a socialist Democrat. When they came for the trade unions, I did not speak out. I was not a trade unionist. When they came for the Jews, I remained silent. I wasn't a Jew. When they came for me, as a Christian, as a human being, there was no one left to speak for me. I want you to know, I stand with you. We're in this together. If it can happen to you, it can happen to anybody. Last month, 300 people rallied in downtown Providence, called Israel the same as Hitler in South Africa, called for the end of the Jewish state, all in the name of so-called social justice. Lie. Whoops. This is Jew hatred, and we want to stand together to combat this evil. International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance, IHRA, working definition of anti-Semitism. Criticism of Israel policies, like you might criticize any other state, is okay. But being against the Jewish state existence, comparing Israel's policies to Nazi policies, is Jew hatred. Jew hatred here in Rhode Island is today. RICI is part of the Rhode Island Attorney General's Civil Rights Training Program for Rhode Island law enforcement. Monitor and prosecute hate crimes against our Jewish brothers and sisters. We are here to stand together to end Jew hatred in Rhode Island. Please support us. We stand together. God bless you all.
Thank you, Luann. I have an impromptu request from somebody, a participant today. Robert, would you mind coming up? Just if we could just take an extra minute of your time. Robert requested that he just have a few words that he would like to share.
Hello, everybody. My name is Robert Stern, and I'm originally from Cranston, Rhode Island. I have a very good feeling about being here today. I want to thank everybody for coming out here. This is a very special day for the Jewish community and the Christian community in Rhode Island. And the reason I was asked to come up here and speak is because I have so many fond memories of the building which is behind us and what I'm looking at. This used to be the synagogue where I spent many, many days of my youth in Hebrew school 3 times a week, and this is the building where I made my bar mitzvah over here. My entire family, who many of those folks are no longer with us today, had their names on memorial plaques inside this building. So I have a wealth of emotions coming back to me. But I have a very good feeling seeing this group over here, and I wanted to just take a moment and say that it is really, really, on such a hot day, very, very heartwarming for me to see all my Jewish brothers and sisters and all my Christian brothers and sisters on this ground, which is very, very special to me. And it's nice to see that this building is still a house of worship. So I want to thank everybody for coming out here and indulging me with these few words of thanks. Thank you.
Would love to, people felt that they did not want to use
Okay, I think it's time to wrap this up. Again, I would like to thank you. I would like to call up Regina Schild, who's going to lead us in Am Yisrael Chai chant.
What's that mean?
What does it mean? What does we are alive. We are here and we are alive.
Thank you, Elise. You know, what Elise didn't tell you is her 2 sons have served very, very bravely in the Israeli military. We're very, very proud of them. Thank you, Elise. So, Am Yisrael Chai. It's very interesting because the enemies say terrible things. Terrible, hateful, destructive things. And we, the Jewish people, and the righteous Christians among us here today and beyond, all we say is life to the Jewish people. We don't say we hate you, we want to kill you. We don't speak like that, because God rules the world and He expects from us to behave with kindness and caring and respect, no matter what stripe religion. If you worship God in a kind, respectful manner, then you deserve to be treated kindly and respectful. So before I start to lead you, I just want to tell you, many of you know that my husband is a Holocaust survivor. My husband, Irving, who's here standing next to our beloved Pastor Allen. What some of you may not know is that I'm a child of Holocaust survivors. My parents came from Poland. I won't tell you the whole story. It's for a cup of tea or a beer, but only to say that I am so grateful that you people have showed up today to stand united, Jew and Christian, for the Jewish people and the state of Israel. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. God bless you. So here's the signpost. It says Am Yisrael Chai. And this is our mantra, if you will. So, all we do together is we say, Am Yisrael Chai. Let me hear you. Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. Louder. Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. Wave your flags. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. God bless you all. And just my parting shot. Pastor Allen for his passion. And where's Rabbi Dollinger? Is he still here? I don't see you, but for your reason and your suggestion for reasonable discussion, I salute you both. But my parting shot to you is we just have to believe in our hearts that God gave the land of Israel to our people. And those people who want to believe the truth and support genuine justice will be willing to hear us. And those people who have another agenda, I feel sorry for them. And if they really cared about the Arabs who live in Gaza, they would be shouting against the government there that is not Israeli, that suppresses those poor people. Am Yisrael Chai.